Thank you so much for joining the full moon meditation. We have a full moon in Taurus, and it's also the end of the eclipse season. So there's a lot of shedding layers, especially in Scorpio time, a lot of things coming to completion, things that are no longer necessary here to carry on with you. And that's why we'll be focusing a little bit on releasing, especially during the full moon, during the eclipse season. So before you start, make sure that you're comfortable. You can find a pillow, a blanket, or maybe you're just sitting on your mat, whatever is most convenient for you today. And when you sit, you can roll your shoulders back, allow your head, your neck, your shoulders to relax as much as possible. Sit up tall, take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, release. In through your nose. And exhale, release. Last one, in through your nose. And exhale, release. And then you can rub your hands together until they feel nice and warm. Feel the energy being activated in your hands, in your hand palms. And then place your hands on top of your eyes and just rest them there. Softening your eyes, your eyebrows, your jaws. See if you can release a little bit of the tension or the tightness that you have been carrying today. Or maybe the last few days or few weeks. And now is a moment to soften the physical body so we can allow anything to rise that needs to be seen or felt. Bringing your fingertips to the top of the crown and start to make small circles here with your fingertips, massaging the top of the head, the sides of your head, the back of your head, just to bring yourself in a more relaxed state. Allowing yourself to enter this inner space and allowing the outer world to slowly blend into the background. It's no longer your primary focus. Your focus is slowly turning inwards. Your physical body is allowed to relax a little bit, to soften. Your eyes are closed, thoughts and stories are still there. It's completely normal. Give yourself that transition to switch from the outer world into this inner space. Maybe it helps you to imagine that you're drawing this circle around you, this golden circle, and this will be your focus of attention during this meditation visualization. So it's just you and that golden circle, that golden light that is surrounding you and allows your own energy to fill up the space around you. So you're going to be focusing on your physical body, your mind, and your energy only. Everything outside of this circle is not important in this moment. Later you'll have plenty of time to reconnect, but now is the time to connect with you, with your inner space. So now slowly allow your hands to sink back onto your lap, resting your hands there, your arms are relaxed. And on an inhale, you're going to sit up a little bit taller, rising all the way with your focus all the way up to the top of the crown. And from your exhale, you're taking your focus, your awareness all the way back into your sitting bones, finding the grounding, finding the base and the roots, your hips, your lower back, your sitting bones, your pelvic floor. Inhale, taking your focus all the way up to the top of the crown and connecting a little bit more with the openness, the sky above. And on an exhale, slowly sinking all the way back down towards the earth, the base. Feel where your body is touching the earth with your legs, your sitting bones, your feet. And then place both your hands on your hips and acknowledge that grounding sensation even more. Feel the base, feel where you can deeply connect with that inner grounding sensation inside of your own body. So sink a little bit more by maybe making small circles forwards and backwards with your upper body. Feel some movement around the spine, but stay with your focus and awareness around your hips. Make your movements a little smaller and smaller until you find your center again and come to stillness. Rest your hands on your lap, and now imagine that you're taking a walk into this beautiful valley. And it's a green valley filled with trees and flowers. And it's a beautiful sunny day, and you decide to take this walk in the valley to nourish your soul, to just come back into that empowered state of being without being absorbed by all the conversations out there in the outer world. You decided to spend your time in this valley and being lifted and elevated by this beautiful energy that you are surrounded by. You can feel it with every step that you take. Your feet land onto the earth. With your fingertips you can touch the high green grass. Your skin is warmed by the sun. And you feel your body relaxing, opening up to absorb this high frequency. And allow yourself to also become more and more aware of your own energy without having to give it away to the outer world. And slowly you notice a little stream of water, a little river, and you just follow it. You keep walking alongside that little river. I was meandering through this valley. There's no path, but it's just that little river crossing to the left, to the right. And you keep following it. Keep following the little river. And at some point you decide to walk into the riverbed because it's quite shallow and it has these beautiful white stones, these pebble stones, very soft, and you could easily walk alongside the river. But it's so nice to walk inside of it as well and feel the stones and the water. Amongst your feet, and you're very mindfully walking in the riverbed, taking gentle steps on the white pebble stones. And at some point you notice that the river becomes a little wider, but the water stays quite shallow. But you notice how much more space the river takes up from the land, and it is expanding and opening up, and it gives you this wide, expansive sensation. And at some point you notice that the water crawls up higher and higher, up to your knee, up to your thigh, and it's becoming deeper and deeper, this river bed. And at some point it feels that the river is opening up into this lake. because the river is so wide at this point that it's creating this beautiful round circle, and you decide to dive into that circle and into this lake. And it feels very refreshing. And as you dive in this water, in this lake, you notice that there's a whole world underneath the lake as well. All these different plants and fish. And you feel that you can just swim underwater and observe that world there. There's no sound, there's just different colors and all the different shapes of the plants, all these different creatures and animals. And you feel amazed by it, you feel so excited and curious to get to know this new world. And it feels that by stepping into this new world, there's a weight lifted off of your shoulders. It feels very freeing and very opening, and it is almost as if you're getting this taste of the expansiveness and the opening and all the possibilities that you have around you, in front of you, maybe even in the future, or maybe it's already here. But in this new underwater world, it feels very real, and it feels that you can touch it, it's tangible, you can look at it, you can see it floating in front of your eyes. It's this taste to the new things arriving and coming into your life, into your world, even though you're still not very sure what it means or what it represents. And it seems like just nature unfolding in front of you, but you know that this is a new sensation, this is a new feeling, this is a new you, opening up to a new world, full of excitement, full of joy. And that's the feeling, that expansion, that energy is what comes after this eclipse. After we shed the old, there's this completely new world that we're diving into. And this is that sensation that will replace that sometimes difficult and heavy feeling when we have to let go of things, when things are exiting our world, when things are in transition, when people are coming in and out of our lives. There's this transit. And then we tend to forget that after this cleansing, almost destructing feeling that we get sometimes from eclipses or from full moons, that there's also that expansive feeling afterwards of opening up into the newness, stepping into a complete new world. So whenever this transition feels very draining and very intense for you, and you feel that there's so much happening and so much being clipped out of your life, so to say, take yourself back into that river, dive back in and feel the wonderness of this new world that is coming, and trust for the divine timing to arrive and bring you into this new world, because it is coming. You can already feel it and sense it. It just needs to become real and take form into the physical world. But in energy, it's already there. You can already feel it. Trust that this excitement is there. Trust that this wonderment is there. It's still inside of you, and you can tap into it straight away whenever you float into that underwater world. So So now you can stay there as long as you need to charge your energy, to refill your heart with joy. And then whenever you feel ready, you take that feeling with you. You feel grounded. You feel the strength from being in this moment, in this physical body, but having the ability to reach out already to that wonderment and to that excitement for what is coming next. Merging it into this moment so it gives you strength, it gives you the opportunity to move on and to trust for what is coming that you cannot see yet. So take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale, release. One more breath in through your nose. Exhale, release. Stepping into the magic of new beginnings. On the count of 3, you can gently blink your eyes back open. 1, 2, 3. And then feel that you can merge those 2 sensations into one. Allow yourself to feel the full spectrum, not just the loss, but also the excitement of the new. So thank yourself for the time you took to sit down, to journey inwards, in honor of you, in honor of each other,